So over the last couple of days, I've had someone in my DMs, and he was showing off talking about one of his scripts that he did, a DMenu script, and it was one of those like streaming or adding to your downloads or current downloads, torrents basically from like different torrent sites. And so if we go and look at it, um, it's actually really, really cool. So he's got like 2 or 3 different scripts that are very, very similar, just like this. So you've got the torrent site up here, and then like the categories. Then it sorts through the categories, and based on how the site categorizes things, it'll give a different URL, which is interesting because you would think that maybe a good site would decide to use a sensible category naming scheme, but twas not so. And so what it does is it uses pup. So pup is a Go library or Go program written to parse out HTML, and it's written to be really quick. So it's quicker than Beautiful Soup apparently. And so it actually does a pretty good job from what I've seen so far, like playing a little bit around with it. But it pipes, so it uses DMenu heavily as well. So you can see for the category choice, you're using DMenu. And then once you have your title selected and it gets the results, it prints out 10 lines of those results, again in DMenu, and lets you sift through them. And then it pulls that selected link and then goes through and pulls the magnet link for it. So, and then pushes it to PeerFlix. So if you pick documentaries, movie, TV, then yeah, it'll skip the end here and just push it to PeerFlix. I've had problems with it like taking forever as I was testing it just now. So it does a little like streaming notification thing, which I find kind of weird with it, but okay, it's fine. You just hit enter and it goes on to the PeerFlix thing and tries to start it up, and then it just, for me, it was pausing the whole time. You tell it to stream it. It'll add the movie to your downloads if you're looking at a torrent, but it'll add torrent and then search whatever. So if you've got PeerFlix installed, it works pretty well. So if we go and look at, he's got dTorrent here, which again does about the same-ish thing. It uses the transmission daemon very, very heavily. Or wait, no, this is a torrent manager. So let's go back up to this one. So this one, again, for a different site that he's got. He may have misspelled it, or no, actually, it worked fine, so it's okay. So same categories. If you're into that not safe for work stuff, then you've got that option there too, but we're skipping that. He's got a lot of debug comments, of course. Still using pup here. Oh, first time I had to install pup, really, and it was interesting to me. But you can see it basically does all the same things. It asks you whether you want to stream, download, or whatever. If you want to stream it, pushes it to PeerFlix, and then pushes it to transmission remote, otherwise if not. So it'll exit at 0 after PeerFlix and just quit the application. Or it'll just exit it plain out if transmission, exit, and then search, blah, blah, blah. So it does the same deal. So when I looked at his repo, he's actually got a number of different scripts here. He's, of course, got your DMenu emoji script that probably everyone has. So, like, even I've got it. In fact, I've got Cowmoji to go along with it as well. And so, pretty standard. Then you've got a monitoring one. Let's see, I should have all those. So that's for setting up your monitors. I was looking at doing something like that, but I haven't. It was dkill. That's the one I was looking at. So what this does is it lets you kill an application. So if I go in and look at it, it'll list all of my applications. So it's a process manager and DMenu. Again, DMenu, pretty powerful. You can do a lot with it. I didn't wrap this one into my Doom menu video because I wanted to kind of focus on this guy's stuff alone that he's done with DMenu rather than like shadowing it in with my own stuff. So here he uses beautiful soup in Python script. Let's see. That was, so again, a converter. If we go into translator, this was the more interesting one, is he did a Google Translate thing with it. It uses a Google Translate library, which I do not have installed, but it takes it and it'll spit it into an MP3 file if you want it to as well. Manage your Wi-Fi stuff, and Bluetooth. But yeah, so the interesting one too is he's got a torrent management one as well. So it manages your torrents with DMenu again. So you can add torrents, you can take torrents from the clipboard using xclip. So if I execute it, we can start one or whatever. Oh wait. So exit. So you've got adding torrents. If we want to add one, we can paste it from clipboard. It's of course an invalid one. So we can, lets us kill the daemon, start whatever, stop everything, change priority. And then exit. So it's got all the basic stuff. I haven't really had... Okay, so it does start the daemon in the background if we want to. So it starts it up if it isn't started already, and then it lets you kind of add stuff as you go. So if you've got transmission installed, which I'm pretty sure I do, because I've used transmission as my torrent thing for quite a while. Whenever I download like ISOs via magnet links, that's what I use. I haven't done many high seas sailing recently, much that way, but yeah, that's what it does. So it can manage your stuff that way. Again, his movie stuff is very similar to Netflix, and Netflix has a lot of sources that it goes to for searching. If to give it I think I need to give it a search query, don't I? Because PeerFlix takes a magnet link and then does its thing there. Let's do a standard boy one.
A few moments later.
Oh, I should add the... Probably. Yeah, very similar. So if you found this kind of cool to look at and all the cool things you can do with the DMenu, feed the algorithm, go check out the dude's like GitHub and like contribute to it or to his projects, and it'll help a lot of other people like do cool stuff with DMenu and like other things that use the same kind of command stuff like Grofy and whatnot. But more importantly, it'll like make some of this like a lot better, and it'll probably make it easier on him as well. So give him a hand, do that kind of a thing, check out the chat and whatnot, and I will see you guys later.